Hello, my name is Zach, and I like to backpack around. Someone in the comments suggested I should say the United States or Mexico because that's all I really do lately, although I do have plans in early 2026 to go to Europe, so stay tuned for those videos. But maybe for each individual video, like if I'm just staying in the United States, I can just say, hello, my name is Zach, I like to backpack around the United States, or to be even more precise for this video, around Tennessee. I have a very last minute trip planned up to Nashville. I've been keeping an eye on Sabrina Carpenter tickets for tonight in Nashville. They were a little too high and the tickets went down a little bit, not anything crazy. They were a little too much about a week ago, but as it got closer, I noticed the tickets starting to go down little by little, and it eventually got to the point where I was okay with spending the money. I'm not going to spend $400 to see Sabrina Carpenter, but I don't mind spending what I spent. Plus, I put it on Klarna, so I'm going to pay it off over the next, I think, 6 weeks or 8 weeks, something like that. And then, yeah, it is 2 p.m., almost 3 p.m. The show starts at 7 p.m., so I have about a 3-hour drive ahead of me. Right now, I'm in Memphis, Tennessee at my home, so here's Ralph. Hey, Ralph. Hey. Hey, buddy. Well, might not be Ralph I'm going to get. I'm going to get an appearance by. Well, he's way over there. Y'all can still see him, but Emma is the one that wants to come be affectionate, which is kind of rare for her. She wants to love you on her terms, not on your terms. Which is okay, I guess. Each cat has their different personality, and Emma sure does have a different personality than all of my other cats. Ralph has a different personality. Isaac has a different personality. Huckabee definitely has a different personality. Huckabee is hyper 24/7, just about. Anyways, let's stop yapping and get on the road. Let's get to Nashville. Vamos. I think I just broke this bench. This bench is like, I don't know how old. Maybe as old as I am. I know this is as old as I am. This is supposed to be a bird fountain, even though we don't ever use it to be a bird fountain. Alright, let's go. I do eventually want to sell this house someday. There's a lot of things going wrong with it lately, and I know to some people it might make more sense just to fix it up and have a nice house to stay at. I'm not paying any kind of rent to stay here. The house is paid off. The only thing I'm paying off for this house is the taxes, property taxes, which I live in Bartlett. Unfortunately, in Bartlett, you gotta pay 2 property taxes. One for Bartlett and one for Shelby County. Makes no sense, but it is what it is. All right, let's get to Nashville. Hey, buddy, I need you to get out from behind my car. You're right behind my wheel. Love you. Let's talk about Sabrina Carpenter. I was going to see her open up for Taylor Swift when that tour came through Mexico City. I was already going to be in Mexico City. I was in Mexico City. I went to the stadium to try to find a scalper to get a ticket because on StubHub they were way too much. Ticketmaster, it was sold out in less than a minute. So, no luck there. But I did hear Sabrina Carpenter from the outside of the stadium. I thought she sounded amazing, and I've been interested in seeing her since. There was one trip that I did, either to Dallas or to Houston, when I was flying down to Mexico, and Sabrina Carpenter had a show in Austin before I knew who she was. I think the tickets were like $75 a piece. Nowadays, that's not bad, but considering I had no idea who she was, I didn't want to spend that kind of money on someone I don't know. Well, that would have been a good concert to go to, considering how successful she has turned into. I would not be surprised if Sabrina Carpenter eventually does headline stadium tours. Maybe within the next 5 years. I could see it happening. It's that Taylor Swift effect. Ed Sheeran opened up for Taylor Swift. Now Ed Sheeran's doing headline gigs at stadiums. Not too bad. And Ed Sheeran's not a total ass clown about it either. I have a ticket to one of his shows in Las Vegas in July 2026. The tickets were only $300. Considering it's a stadium tour, and it's not a half bad seat either. It's not bad. Thank you for not price gouging, Ed Sheeran. I'm not really going for him. I'm mainly going for the opener, Sigrid. I've been a huge fan of Sigrid ever since she did that collaboration with Bring Me the Horizon. I thought it was excellent, and yeah, I cannot wait to see Sigrid again, even though that's not going to be the next time I see her. I am going to go see Sigrid in Helsinki, Finland. When I was talking about going to Europe, Helsinki is one of those places I will be going to, and I will be seeing Sigrid. Cannot wait.
Isn't that right, Sabrina? Our morning routine sets the stage for a day brimming with endless possibilities, and as such mustn't be rushed. After all, how else is one to maintain such an infectious smile? Hold on a moment, aren't we forgetting something? What day is it today?
Ladies and gentlemen, from Nashville, Tennessee, the Short and Sweet Show. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Here she is, Sabrina Carpenter.
Nashville, how you doing? Welcome to the Short and Sweet Tour! Well, that's better. I have a mic. How you feeling tonight? I'm so honored. This is night one of 2 sold-out nights here. Thank you guys so much for selling it out. I love Nashville. I'm going to get into how much I love Nashville, but I first want to thank my incredible openers who opened this show. They're just some of the greatest, most beautiful women I've ever met. So talented. Make some noise for the incredible Amber Mark!
My name is Amber Mark, and I'm so happy to be here with y'all. Let's get into it. Do I make you? Do you?
all the noise in the world for the most incredible Olivia Dean! My name is Olivia Dean. God, I'm gonna miss this house. But I guess I'm moving out Sunday morning. She's always changing me without a word. I was just getting used to her. Okay, Nashville. I need you to be the loudest crowd on this tour. Do you think you could do that? Alright, we'll see. Ready? I guess I'll end this life alone. No, I am not dramatic. These are just the thoughts that pass right through me. I'll be honest. Looking at you got me thinking nonsense. Couples in my stomach when you walk in. And you got your arms around me. You so sing it to me, every time we all
Let's wake on up now. Time to jump on that Java and crank up that caffeine. Up next, we've got a groovy track brewing to help you shake off that weekend wobble. It'll put a pep in your step and a bop in your hop. Give you that kick without that crash. From the princess of all things short and sweet, it's Espresso.
Good morning, Nashville. How you feeling? Y'all better than them. We can't just let them fall asleep, can we? No. Maybe it's a drink they need. Maybe it's a beverage. Or maybe they need you to scream at the top of your lungs.
Just made it home. That was a pretty good concert. It was worth the drive up to Nashville. Maybe not what I spent on the ticket, but it was okay. Any complaints that I had about the concert were very minor. Like, Sabrina seemed to make every single song like a performative music video, which I guess is okay. I mean, it's an arena show, but I don't know. I just like it when these artists, bands or whatever, singers, actually just play their set. Not every song needs to be a music video. You know what I mean? It's okay. It wasn't a big deal, but I think I would have enjoyed her set a little more if she would have just played most of it straight. Maybe 5 or 6 of the songs, you can turn it into a music video performance. But the whole set, I don't know. And then where I was sitting, the camera on the crane was obstructing my view quite a bit during the set. Not only when I'm filming videos, but when I'm actually trying to watch it in person as well. I was having to look up at the big screen whenever Sabrina was right in front of that camera crane, because I couldn't really see her that much. She's only 5 foot, I think 5 foot or 5'2". How tall is she? She's not very tall. So that crane easily obstructs her. That decision, I don't think her crew really thought through. I feel like they could have done the camera situation a lot better to where you're not obstructing a section of the crowd from being able to see. I'm sure even people on the ground had a hard time seeing if they were behind that crane. And then sections 10, I think 104, 105, maybe even 106. I was in 105. But that decision, I don't think her crew really thought through. Why are you going to make it hard for people in a certain section to be able to see? I wasn't the only one, not necessarily complaining, but annoyed by that decision. I was in section 106. I think the section to the right and the left might have been obstructed as well. 105 and 107. I'm not sure. But the people around me, They were annoyed by it. I was really annoyed by it. I don't understand that decision. I feel like they could have done something better to get the camera on Sabrina, but not obstruct a section of the crowd from being able to see. I'm not trying to watch your show on a big screen when I came to the concert to see you in person. If I wanted to see you on a screen, I would just turn your full concert video on YouTube and enjoy it from there. I wouldn't have to spend what I spent tonight on the show. But other than those two complaints, I enjoyed the show. I'm back home. I was talking earlier about how I would like to sell this house. For the memories this house has, this is my childhood home. My grandfather, about 9 years before he passed away, he put my name and my sister's name on this house. And we have to be in agreement in order to go through with it. And she's wanting to wait, I think, 3 more years for my niece to graduate high school. That's fine. But this house was kind of, I don't want to say in bad shape. It's in bad shape. Let's just call it what it is. Like, I was trying to get homeowners insurance about, I don't know, 6 months ago. And they declined me because they didn't decline me, but they told me I needed to get a new roof within, I think, a month, or they're going to cancel my insurance. So I was looking at prices for a brand new roof. For this house, I might be looking at $20,000, maybe $10,000 if I find someone thrifty. And then there's all sorts of issues inside the house. There's stuff that can be renovated, like the bathroom. I think the bathroom needs a lot of work. The kitchen, I'd love new cabinets. And then something that happened, I think Saturday or Sunday, my ceiling in my living room fell through. Just a little square right underneath the upstairs bathroom. We're thinking, I don't know, I'll go ahead and show y'all. It's not very pretty to see. I mean, I'm embarrassed by it, but at the same time, what can you do? Maybe not spend what I spent on the concert and fix this instead. It's getting fixed anyways. But that is the problem. I don't know if y'all can see deep in there, but there's a pipe. The upstairs, I think it's a toilet that is... I was more concerned about this over here coming through. I was never worried about this. I never found this part of the ceiling was to be worried about. It never looked too bad. This is what I thought would fall through, if anything. But my dad's saying it's something to do with the toilet. I don't know. I don't know anything about plumbing. But he's going to fix it as well as the ceiling. We'll see if he actually takes care of the problem. That remains to be seen. Hopefully. Because if not, it's going to be very expensive to get it repaired. According to him, it's not going to be an expensive fix at all. I think whatever's been going on upstairs has been dripping for years, and this was bound to happen eventually. The thing is, I didn't know something was dripping until the ceiling fell through. I didn't know anything was dripping. I mean, I guess this little damaged part that I thought would actually fall through, maybe, but even then there was no water coming through that. Oh well, it's life. Shit happens. There's so much I would like to renovate with this house, like this 80s wall that we have. I would love to renovate that. We have a mirror wall. You never see that nowadays. With what it would cost to fully take care of this house, get it up to par, I think on the low end, I'm looking at $50,000. I don't have that. I'm a long way away from $50,000. And the only reason why I would want to keep the house is because of the memories, and it was my grandfather's house. He left it in my name and my sister's name. He knew I would want to sell it because for the reason I do want to sell it, I don't want to live in Memphis for the rest of my life. I don't think it's that great of a city to live in. It's very dangerous. The people here, for the most part, seem very unhappy to even be here. I love going to concerts. Memphis does not get that many concerts. Not like it used to. Like, I look at my concerts on a site called Songkick, and we only have 3 pages of concerts. Nashville, I don't know how many pages they have. They might have 100 pages worth of concerts, just to put it in perspective. Memphis does not get that much. Guadalajara gets more concerts than Memphis. I wouldn't have to go to Nashville or St. Louis or Birmingham or Huntsville or wherever. I would not necessarily have to go to these other cities if Memphis adequately got concerts the way we used to. Even though recently the concerts that we have been getting, there's no life, there's no soul, there's no passion there. It just seems, I think Nashville is a better place to go see concerts. And Birmingham and St. Louis. Memphis is falling behind. That's my 2 cents. So where would I want to move? I really don't know. Phoenix does get a lot of concerts, but I don't think I could handle that summer. I know I couldn't handle it. So Phoenix is not the answer. Denver? Denver's too expensive. Las Vegas? Same thing as Phoenix. It gets way too hot during the summer. Maybe I live in Phoenix 6 months of the year during the winter, and then maybe the other 6 months go to, I don't know, Seattle. Seattle's probably too expensive too. I don't know. We shall see when the time comes. Well, that's going to be a wrap on today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, I would like to give a huge shout out to my channel members. I have 29 of y'all. Thank you for being channel members of mine. I'm going to give y'all a verbal shout out this time. Hunk Show Ty, Anthony Moss, Kilo Polyful, Coralian, Gargomel 91, Kevin Lung, Bingjik, Sauce, West Coast Killer 23, Jellybean, King, Neptali Vicente, JM, Wood Artisan, Mickey K, Paul Carr, Ed, Lucas Farley, Lucas Gillis, Impex Life, Unique Mom TV, Matt Rodriguez, Chad, Monster Mash, James Finley, Dionysus, Gators Rock Tim T, and Mary's Gigs. Thank you for being members of my channel. Thank you for being members of my channel. You all are helping me stay on the road or abroad. Hopefully there's a trip coming up soon. I'm supposed to be going to California next week, but due to certain problems with my house, I'm not sure if I should. It would be good for the content, I guess, even though I know y'all would rather see me go abroad, or better yet, see me get a haircut by a very beautiful senorita. Me too. I like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the views. Some views are better than others. What is that? What is that supposed to mean, Zach? I don't know. I don't know why I said that. Adios. Thank you for watching the video. Ciao. Hey, baby. You okay? This is Isaac. He is 13 and a half years old.